Globally, there are 1.5 million new cases of HIV every year. That includes over 35,000 new infections in the U.S. Of that number, African Americans represent almost 13% of the U.S. population, but account for 42.1% of HIV infection cases. That data, by the way, from 2019. Even with those numbers, we've made strides in HIV prevention, care, and treatment, but we still got a ways to go, especially as we gear up for the 34th annual World AIDS Day recognition. It is happening tomorrow, but ahead of then, joining me to discuss ways you can get involved and some of the work being done in our community, Tamara of Abounding Prosperity here in Dallas. Tell us about your organization and the work you do daily to help fight against HIV and AIDS awareness to make sure folks are aware.
Certainly. So Abounding Prosperity was founded in 2005 with the sole purpose to address the social, economic, and health disparities among Black Americans and their families. Currently, the work that we do is around HIV, STI testing, education, and prevention efforts in Dallas County.
Okay, you heard those numbers at the beginning. Certainly isn't new information to you, but what are some of the factors that lead to African Americans facing the most severe burden of HIV compared to other racial ethnic groups?
Yes, currently in Dallas County, there are over 19,000 people living with HIV. Although the numbers have slowed over the years, there continues to be a disparity and a lack of equality within our community. We oftentimes don't have access to adequate health care, resources, or prevention needs that affect our health outcomes and increase HIV rates.
This year's theme for World AIDS Day, putting ourselves to the test, achieving equity to end HIV. It's a perfect lead in to the conversation that you're having tomorrow on World AIDS Day. Let's talk about what that conversation is about and who you're basically targeting to attend that conversation.
So, sure, Tashara. So tomorrow we will be having an event. We are partnering with Delta Sigma Theta sorority here in Dallas and Gilead Sciences. This event is going to be specifically targeted toward Black women, emerging adults, age 12 and up. It's very important that we have these conversations to normalize sexual health so that we can give the education that is needed to Black women so that they can take control of their own bodies and take control of their sexual health as well. So these are conversations that we will be having tomorrow to address the needs of Black women, that we are seeing that they are having an increasing rate in HIV acquisition. Black women have shown to have 14 times the acquisition or transmission of HIV than that of white women. Black women make up the majority of new HIV cases among women.
Why do you think that is the case when it comes to understanding HIV and its spread in some of the communities that are targets when it comes to, you know, marketing and making sure they're aware?
Yes. Well, Black women are often left out of those conversations. They're often left out of the marketing and the promotion for the information and education around HIV. Many social determinants can affect both the Black Americans, but specifically Black women. Black women carry a heavy burden. We are oftentimes the ones that put the needs before, needs of ourselves or others before ourselves. And that plays a huge burden on the HIV outcome.
Can I ask you this? What are some ways, because again, this is year-round work for you guys. Yes, we're seeing you here today previewing World AIDS Day, but you guys do this work all the time. So what are some ways that people can get involved with Abounding Prosperity?
Certainly. We welcome other organizations and individuals to get involved, contacting us so that we can give you the tools that are needed to continue those outreach efforts. We really have to work on reducing stigma around HIV, reducing stigma around sexual health, and having sexual health conversations. And that is the biggest need. And so we need other organizations, businesses, and people to come and to join us so that we can give them the tools that they need to do the outreach.
Okay, and we're going to make sure we have that information available on our website, WFAA.com. Tamara, Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us from Abounding Prosperity. And as a reminder, that conversation, that event tomorrow on sexual wellness is It's free, correct? And open to the public. It's happening in Dallas tomorrow, World AIDS Day, 6:30 to 9. You heard what the target audience is. It's at Morton Steakhouse. Seating is limited. Transportation assistance is available if needed. You got to register to attend, okay? You can find that link on WFAA.com/links.